Hello, people. It's me, the Nerd Spectra. So, welcome to my video, and welcome to my movie review of Justice League. I saw the movie late last night, so I decided to give you my full thoughts and my opinions of the movie in that. Now, we know Rotten Tomatoes did not get this movie a great score in that. There are a lot of movie critics on YouTube really liked or loved this film in that. Chris Stuckman liked the film. John Campea liked the film. So I say John Campea loved the film. Joe Schmoes loved the film in that. So there was a positive coming out of this movie before the Rotten Tomatoes score even hit on the network in that. So, my opinion. What was my first reaction? I love this film, guys. Period. From the beginning to the end, I love this film. This film does have some negatives to it. I will talk about the negatives at the end of my movie review and that. So, is this movie better than Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice? I will tell you, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice was a very divisive film. It was not well liked by critics. It was even well liked by fan bases as well. So it was a very, very divisive movie at the time of that. Now, this movie is well liked by audience. It has an 86% on Rotten Tomatoes based on audience, 39% now. You can tell the difference between the audience really like and really enjoy this film. Then the Rotten Tomatoes the critics did not like this film as well in that as well. So this movie is directed by Zack Snyder and is written by Chris Terrio and Joss Whedon. That Joss Whedon, who directed two great Avenger movies, wrote great Avenger movies. So seeing him had take over the film because of Zack Snyder's daughter cross suicide, that Joss Whedon had take over, and even some reshoots was going on at the time of that. Now, I would say you will know what scenes got reshooted in this film because it's really familiar because of the CGI of Henry Cavill's mustache and that as well. That I would talk about that in this review and that. I really like this film, guys. I really do. I love this film. It has great action. Probably the best action scenes I have seen in a DCU movie. I'm talking about all the DCU movies. Just not DC movies out of the DCU. Just talking about DCU action scenes. It has some amazing action scenes in that. You can tell this movie was really inspired by the Justice League New 52 comics. This based on how they told the origin, and the tone of the origin story was really light tone. And that's what makes this film very good. That is a fun movie. Very entertained DC movie now. We have not seen this much entertained ever since the 2011 Green Lantern. This movie knew when it had to be fun, and this movie know when it had to be serious sometimes in that as well. And I will talk about the villain as well too in that. Gal Gadot playing as Wonder Woman did a fantastic job. I really like her as Wonder Woman. I liked her in BVS. I love her in Wonder Woman. I think she did a great job as Wonder Woman. Of course, Ben Affleck does a great job as Batman. I hope it's not true that they're going to try to recast Ben Affleck's Batman. I hope he's not leaving because he just did a phenomenal, great job in that. And even Batman has some jokes in this film in that. Henry Cavill's Superman. I'll tell you guys one thing about Henry Cavill's Superman and that. If you've been waiting to see the Superman we've been waiting for, this is the modern day version of Christopher Reeve Superman. He was smiling, everything. He was pulling some jokes out. It was like Superman. The color, everything. He was Superman. He even lifted a big building to save a whole bunch of people. If you had some problems with Henry Cavill's Superman in Man of Steel, they fixed the problem in this film and that. He is not depressed. He's not depressed by anything. He is Superman. He is humorous, lighter. This is the Richard Donner version of Superman. It was like the modern day of Christopher Reeve Superman, and that it was so good to see him. And of course, towards the end of the film, we see him with his trench coat, taking his glasses off, and doing the Superman poise, ripping his shirt open, and Skyman. Great. Ezra Miller's Flash. Oh my god, I really like Ezra Miller's Flash. He was hilarious in that. I really like him a lot. I think this is my favorite Flash actor in that, and that's include Greg Gustin. I feel like he's not depressing like they have in the show right now. He's more humorous. He's more fun. Seeing the actor play Harry Allen did a great job as well in that. It's just, Eisner's Flash was just amazing in that. And of course, we get to Jason Momoa's Aquaman. He was great as Aquaman, guys. I'm really looking forward to seeing the Aquaman movie coming out next year, almost close around this time in that. I really can't wait for the Aquaman film in that. Heard great things by Warner Brothers that they're very happy what James Wan has done for the Aquaman movie and that. Ray Fisher, he was a stage actor. Didn't know very much about him. I gotta say, he did a great job as Cyborg in that. I think he did a great job in that. He didn't do very much, except hopefully he does more in the Justice League sequel in that. The story, I thought the story was good. I think I can tell where people got mixed about the story a little bit. It was, you can tell certain things were kind of cut out in that certain part of the film, and that was a little bit too short for a teen movie. And that, except for me, I was happy with the runtime in that. If there's any deleted scenes, it's probably 10 minutes in that. It'd be very lucky we get an extended cut, because Suicide Squad extended cut didn't do very much for me. My score stayed the same with Suicide Squad, because that was only 10 minutes or 12 minutes of deleted scenes they added to the film. And that's about it. And that in this film, I don't believe they're going to do it in that as well. So I was very happy with the runtime in that. I mean, I love the story a lot. It was just so awesome to see the Justice League movie come to life on that. Now, I talked about the positives I like about the film. Let's talk about the negatives. Yes, the CGI is off of this film. I would say poorly CGI, and that it was not the best CGI I've seen in DC movie in that. I can understand why they did the reshoots in that. Especially the opening credit. You can tell the little kid had a camera. You can tell it was one of the reshoots because Henry Cavill had you can tell they were covering up this mustache in that. And of course, that was just bad timing at that time in that Henry had to go back and reshoot, and he was being filmed in Tom Cruise Mission Impossible movie, and that it was just bad timing that Paramount says he can't take off the mustache and that, and so that's pretty much Paramount's fault. The love that happened, that they did the best they can do. It was kind of off. You can notice really real clear that the mustache was. They were CGI in that, and I wish that didn't happen. That because there were certain scenes they were so good by Henry. I mean, it was certain parts at the Kent's farm. It kind of reminded me when Clark in the Richard Donner films reminded me about that scene and that this in the corn, and it almost felt like the Richard Donner Superman movie, except a modern day version in that. As well in that, including was one scene I want to talk about too. That when Superman returns, I'm gonna spoil this, so you can pause this video right now because this is a big spoiler alert. So when Superman returns, and that I'm not gonna tell you how he returns. When he returns, he fights the Justice League, and it was one part of the film that in the Justice League movie, and he grabs Batman. He's like, "Tell me, do you bleed?" And that every Superman fanboy is gonna go crazy about that because it was kind of funny in that. And Batman's like, "Oh, was it gonna throw me like a rag doll?" And that it was so funny in that. And that's one thing. It was some off balance with the Justice League team in that, and that's including when the Superman return fail was off balance in that. Even Bruce Wayne being a dick some point. And that, so you can tell with some off balance between the characters in that. Except I think people were judging this between the first Avenger movies, and that. Except you can't really judge this because this movie didn't have any build up to this Justice League movie and that, and that's what I love about the movie and that. I mean, even having build up, I still love the movie and that because I'm a comic book fan, so I kind of understand the characters a lot and that. So some people won't understand that. I was with my sister watching this. She asked me some questions. What's this? What's that? And that's why this movie probably didn't get the best critic review, because there are certain things that was not built up, people didn't know in this film and that's probably the backlash of this movie. And this movie probably won't make the money what it's supposed to in that. And Warner Bros. Confirmed that already in that. So the CGI was kind of off in that. Now let's talk about the villain, Steppenwolf. Yes, I was 50-50. I didn't think he was the best. I don't think he was the worstest in that. So he's kind of like in between, okay, alright villain in that. I would say he was epic. I would say he was an epic villain in that. He was not threatening. That was. And the one thing, they really didn't have to CGI Steppenwolf. And that, I don't understand why was that idea of to make him more scarier in that. I think they didn't really have to CGI him in the movie, except there were some problems in this film. Some great things, and some problems at the same time as well in that. So, towards the end, I really had fun with this movie, guys. I was really entertained. I really loved it a lot. I'm definitely going to see it a second time in that. Support the Justice League movie if I can. And that, I did the same thing with Avengers. When the first Avengers movie came out, I saw it 3 times. And that was the first true superhero team-up movie. And for me, I'm going to support this and that. Now, this movie is not going to make the money they're going to get back based on that Rotten Tomatoes score. I think they're going to make enough money to survive in that. We'll see what happens in week 2 in that as well. There were some post-credits. There's one post-credit does lead up to the Justice League 2. That Justice League 2 is delayed for now. So we probably get Justice League 2 close to 2020 or 2021 and that. So we got a long way. I think they're going to do some spin-off movies building up the Justice League 2, what they should have done with the first movie and that, because I think Warner Bros. Knows and Jeff Johns knows as well. There's a topic video I'm going to be doing. I heard some rumor news. There's a topic video possibly coming tomorrow and that, because I really want to do it for you guys and explaining the situation between the Joss Whedon cut and the Zack Snyder cut as well. And that. So you will see a video on this tomorrow on that. Now, you guys are asking me, what is my full review score? Even had some issues with this film, I really love this film. I'm going to give it a solid 9 out of 10. I'm not going to give it 10 out of 10 because of the CGI and this villain. I love this film. Way better than Batman v Superman Dawn. Just if I rate Batman v Superman Dawn, it would be a solid 8. Yes. And I'm going to do a versus video on this channel between Justice League versus Batman v Superman Dawn Justice. There will be a video on that. I promise. It's going to be awesome. So that's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely leave your thoughts, opinions below. Let me know what you think about Justice League. Do you love it like me? Or do you have some mixed feelings? You just disappointed with it, what it was? Let me know in the comments below. And that, I will definitely buy this on Blu-ray. And that. And definitely leave your thoughts and comments below. 9 out of 10. Definitely go see the movie. And definitely hit that like button. And definitely hit that subscribe button as well. And I'll talk to you guys there. Bye.